Hi guys, I'm here to excuse me, to just do a quick review on the Colourpop Yes Please palette. This is the outer packaging, but this is what it looks like. So I got this palette on Saturday and I did use it on Saturday, and I also used it in my look today, and this is what it looks like. So it comes with 12 shadows and it was $16. These shadows are smaller than their regular single shadows. These shadows are probably the size of like I would say maybe like a nickel. So they're pretty small, but for $16, and honestly, with all the palettes I have, more of my shadow should probably be this size. But yeah, so this palette comes with 10 new shadows, and 2 of the shadows are repeat shadows, which is Note to Self and Full Zip. Overall, I will say that this is a pretty good palette. It is said to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, but I'm not spending $130 on an eyeshadow palette, so I don't have that palette to compare to it. But that is what I thought of the first time that I saw this palette. So it literally is just all warm shades. The only thing I wish that it came with was more of a brown transition color. But this peachy color right here is a really pretty transition color, but that is my only thing that I wish it had. Other than that, the shades are beautiful. As far as the shimmery metallic shades, I will say on the eye, to get a really intense eye look, you do have to wet them. So I just used my Too Faced Hangover RX spray, and I sprayed it on my brush, picked up the shadow, and they went on beautifully. Without the setting spray, they are still very pretty, but to get that popped, like almost foiled look like I have, I did have to wet my brush. And today I just did a simple warm halo eye look. I used almost all of the colors in here except Louis. On my palette, my shades are backwards, so I have to go off of this. So I didn't use Louis, Bling, or GNO. So I didn't use Louis, Bling, or GNO, but everything else is on my eyes today. So, and the last time I did my eye look, which I have pictures of, I just did a sunset ombre eye. If you guys want to see a tutorial on that, I'll do that as well. But I've only, basically the only shade I have yet to use in this palette is Bling, which is this burgundy shade right here. But I will say the quality is on par with the other Colourpop single shadows. I do own about 40 of those. So, I mean, I know their formula. I have a pretty good gist of what their formula is like, and I think that these are, they're no different. Sometimes I feel like a company's quality may differ from, you know, product to product, but with this and their singles, it is no different. So I'm going to do some swatches and that'll be it. Okay guys, so there are all the shades. As you can see, they're all super pigmented and they're all super pretty. They do translate very well onto the eyes. So it's not just that they're pigmented in the swatches, but like I said, you do have to wet the shimmers to get that intensity, or you can use your finger with them and you'll have that intensity without having to wet them. But if you're going to use a brush, I do recommend wetting the brush. The only thing that I do not like about this palette, I don't like the color of the packaging, because as you can see, it gets super dirty. Like mine is so dirty and it does not wipe off very easily. And even like this part where the shadows close is dirty. So I wouldn't have picked this like light gray color. I think it would have been really pretty in like a black or an orange or something other than this gray color. I just feel like it gets dirty, and I don't know, I'm gonna try to clean it off, but I think that it is almost like stained, it looks like. But other than that, I think this palette is so worth it. It's $16 for 12 shadows. So that's like $1 and some change per shadow. It's less than $2 per shadow. And I think it is 100% worth it. So I do give it a thumbs up. And this palette is out of stock right now. It's sold out in like 8 minutes, I think they said, 8 to 10 minutes. Some people are saying 2, but I don't think it sold out in 2 minutes. It could have, maybe. But they are restocking on the 28th, which is in 2 days. So if you're interested in this palette and you didn't get your hands on it, or you want to back up, I would definitely say be ready on the 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, just have everything ready. I recommend linking your PayPal account to your Colourpop, to the Colourpop site, because when I bought this palette, I was able to check out in like a minute. So I would recommend doing that, because I'm sure it's gonna sell out again. But yeah, other than that, I have nothing else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see the sunset eye tutorial that I had done previously, and let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. God